first of all, thank you very much for your time. It's an awesome
Thank you.
thing to be here with you.
Thank you.
So, well, none of you are strangers, obviously, to handling iconic franchises like this. First Halloween and now The Exorcist. And you had the very bold decision to make a sequel to the original film. How does this decision came to be? The almost clean slate approach.
Well, much like we did on the Halloween movies, we take a work of art that is so inspiring to so many people, and really was part of the reason I got into making movies as a kid, because of my curiosity of special effects, and horror movies were a big part of my upbringing. The idea that you can use those characters and create your own story, and it just, for me, it's just a great creative opportunity to make something unique and distinctive, but honor these legendary films that have come before us.
And you know, well, of course, The Exorcist is like the golden standard by which all horror films are judged. When you're handling such a unique property, is there like a special checklist of do's and don'ts that you have to take in consideration? Because it's a special breed. It's like a slow burner. You don't throw special effects around. You use them sparingly. So is there like some guideline you guys choose to have?
I think generally when you're reinventing such an iconic property, I think you have to walk a very fine line between a movie that feels enough like the first one that it's got the same name, right? But also doesn't imitate the first one. So it has to be original, and it also has to have kind of DNA from the first movie.
Was there something you didn't want to do with this one? Like stay away from?
I mean, the original is the inspiration. So what I didn't want to do is fall into just the tropes and traps and fashion of horror movies, but use the fact that movie has withstood 50 years of movies, and the rise and fall of horror through the years, the rise and fall of so many things that get under our skin and unnerve us, and it still succeeds to this day. And so it was trying to say, how do we not make a fashionable horror movie as much as we make something that feels timeless and is honoring what Friedkin did.
Well, timeless it is, because I just started reading the novel on the plane
back
here.
It's an incredible book.
It's amazing, yeah.
But it also feels like the book or the movie almost just scratched out a few things and then started filming the book.
But it's a whole atmosphere. It's great. So I started covering, talking about it in social media, like, hey, I'm reading the book. Hey, I'm covering the film. And some people, to this day, they're like, wow, you better be careful with that.
Yeah.
Wow, you better be careful with that. And that happens to me, someone who's just covering it. So I can't imagine your experience. Do you encounter things like that when you're directing, producing this film?
I think if you don't enter the creative battlefield of this movie with some sense of spirituality, but also some sensitivity, then I don't think you could make it effectively. And I do feel like if you have to be open to other people's beliefs and the energy that's around you that you can't explain. And I think by having some of those sensitivities, you make a movie that people lean into instead of steer away from. It's not just a supernatural, spectacular superhero type of movie. It's a movie about the things that are within us and beyond us.
Now that you mentioned the cleansing aspect of it, I'm a writer as well. And I have this experience when I'm writing something about terror, my back starts feeling exposed. Like, does that happen to you when you're dealing with these subjects? Do you have to do something, when you come home after a day's work?
David, he takes ice baths. He takes ice baths to cleanse himself.
I do take ice baths to cleanse myself. But I also write in the morning because I don't want to go to sleep and have that subconscious world in my brain. So I get up very early, and anything that I'm going to write that's dark subject matter, I'm writing at 4 a.m, and then I jump in the ice bath and just wash it away.
Is it effective yet?
It's perfect. Yeah, it's great. I mean, to me, it's a great process that makes me not feel like I have to carry the darkness around all day.
Wow, that's great. Now, what plans do you have for the rest of the trilogy that you can tell me? I know it's early on, but
well, I think one of the things that's fun about the process of knowing you're making 3 movies from the start is it changes. So David has like a roadmap for those movies, but I think when the movie comes out and we'll see, fans' reactions, and I think that'll also kind of help inform, more specifically where we go with the next 2 movies.
Looking forward to the rest of them. So, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.